Hey, Max, Eric, good morning. How you doing? You're setting up here. There we go. Hope you're doing good this morning, Max, Eric. Yeah. Are you getting ready for work? Okay. Yeah. Well, at least it's very nice here today. We're not boiling our butts off and hey, John 658, how you doing? Just give me a second, guys. Thank you there, John. John 658. My morning ritual. I hear it cooled down quite a bit there, Max. Yeah, it's actually it's decent. It's better than being in 104 Fahrenheit. Now we're in the this morning we're in what 66 Fahrenheit this morning. Our high is supposed to be 73. Hey Matthew, how you doing? Nice to see you. Blind Neil, good morning, good morning. Are you guys hearing me okay? Or do I have to adjust my microphone? I'm still on my Yeti. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so hope you guys got to go do some flying a little bit. I didn't fly at all yesterday. It rained like a bugger, but Kim did have time to do the lawn though. Smoked the motor on my 5-inch and fell from the sky, bounced off the cement. Oh, and landed in the pool. Oh shit. One bad luck after another. Sorry to hear that, Matthew. I'm just gonna open a window up here, guys. There we go. Yeah, last night I finally looked at a movie. Made a hell of a long time. I haven't looked at that a movie. So yeah, I got on earlier this morning. I've been up since a while or so. And Kim's already awake, so I decided to go on. Oh, okay. I still recorded. You still okay? It's still recording when even did it still record it in the pool? Or it must have died out about 2 minutes after or a minute. Hey JDS, how you doing? The video ended level with the okay. Uh-huh, JDS, yeah. Yeah, right, JDS. I need to be a believer. I don't think so, JDS. Uh, Are you off work for a couple of days now, JDS, or you got to work on the weekend? Well, yeah, it's only Thursday today. Yesterday's holiday screwed up my days on me. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm doing good there, JDS. Yeah. The weather's a lot better than it was, believe me. A lot cooler. Very happy about that. I'm off Sunday. Okay. Hey, just started FPV. Good morning. Yeah, I know. I know. We're supposed to get quite a few heat waves this year. Carpenter Rick's in the house. Hey, good morning, Carpenter Rick. Yeah, we just finished one. Just started. We were the 104-degree mark for a while, and we finally broke the other day. Yesterday, really. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Oh, okay, JDS, yeah. Well, at least you got your 40 hours a week going. You're still alive. Good, good. That's good, JDS. Apparently, I've been doing that too, but I haven't put myself on the weight yet. No, I'm glad for you, JDS. Well, I'd be happy also to check like that. I'm glad, Steve, you're doing good. I'm glad everybody's doing good this morning. We had a lot of rain yesterday morning and thunderstorm, a lot of rain. Then it stopped raining around, I think around 10 o'clock. And Kim decided to go do the lawn around 1. Hawkeye Station Paranormal, how you doing? Okay, Carpenter Rick. You're dying from the heat. It's gotten hot down there. You're on 658. Well, here I'm glad it's finished here for now. Yeah. Just started in the UK. No, you didn't miss any magic tricks. Yes. What kind of questions you got? Oh, no problem there, Hawkeye Paranormal. Yeah, I understand. People got to work and everything, you know. We can't be stuck on YouTube all our lives, that's for sure. Only time to stop and say hello, Night Train. Don't forget everybody, Night Train's on tonight. So check out his channel tonight, guys. Night Train. Oh, not yet, JDS. At 7 p.m. tonight. I keep on forgetting what time, so that's why I don't say it. But I know you're on tonight. Okay, Night Train's on tonight, guys. So don't forget 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be body popping soon. know one thing, Roxy's doing a hell of a lot better since that heat wave's over. Man, she found that hard, poor girl. Yeah. I never seen her pant that much and she did for 4 days panting really bad. Roger's been watching Vanilla Ice's moves. I haven't seen him in a long time. I used to look at him when he was doing his construction on the houses and all that. But I guess that series is finished. We can go ninja. Yeah. Hey, Phantom Hodges, how you doing this morning? I don't know where everybody else is this morning. I guess it's way too early. Hey, how you doing?
Good morning, Roger.
Hi.
I got your notifications and that, but excuse me, I
Things
was
too.
kind of busy, but I'm here now. Uh,
That's good.
Hi, Night Train, Phantom Hodges, JDS, Hawkeye Station Paranormal, Night Train, Drone 658, Eber FPV, Steve Essex, Max Air 420, Matthew DeHarsh. I think that's everybody I can see in the chat, or as far back as it. Oh, I'm in top chat as well. That thing. Why it doesn't default to live chat, I don't know.
It says you were on 20 minutes before, but no notification. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I don't even get my notification on my phone till about half an hour. No, it says it's on. I'm on. Okay.
Thanks, Night Train. That's what I was dealing with. It's going well this month, and a load of comments to talk to answer.
Yeah.
Hi, JDS. Really? I thought I was first.
Uh,
Oh dear. How's Roger this morning?
yeah, not bad, not bad. Nice and cool today. Slept really good last night. Hey,
25
Paul.
here.
How you doing there, Paul?
Hey, not bad. It's funny. I just happened to go up, check my notifications. Just the bell wasn't lit or nothing. And this is Roger's been on for like 20 minutes. So what?
Everybody, don't forget to check out Night Train tonight. He's on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's gone to work right now, so don't forget his show tonight, 7 p.m.
Good morning, Paul. How are you?
Hey, how's it going, David?
Bit warm here. Bit warm.
Yeah. It's still morning here, but hey, it's flyable today.
Yeah.
No breeze today, but it's already 25. and it usually peaks about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So
Yeah.
it might get up a bit yet.
Kind of curious to see if Paul's out flying this morning. The big ship just about ready to go under the bridge here shortly.
Okay. Because I checked it this morning, he wasn't there.
I didn't. I didn't go look before I came on actually to see what it was like over there.
Here the winds are too high. There's no flying until 9 o'clock tonight. About 2,100 hours. But no flying at all now. The winds are up to 30 miles an hour. Don't forget, I got the Spark. Not the Spark, but the Mini. So
Me, yeah. Well, I'm not saying I should. It's not. Hi, Lewis Pete. I'm not sure I should say this on a public forum, but
Well, I checked a few minutes ago. Our wind was only about 2 mile an hour.
okay.
I was. I might be. Well, I'm bidding on eBay on a Spark controller, so because
Yeah.
I'm not willing to pay DJI's price for. A
Well,
replacement.
apparently DJI's got some refurbed ones, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Smart controllers now on their website.
Yeah.
All right.
They were
Do-
$5.99, I think.
$600
Yeah.
for a refurbed one.
Yeah.
I think I might get this one off eBay and sell it.
I laugh. We have that. I don't know if you get it, Roger, but that Kijiji, and
Yeah.
people selling controllers that no drone, just a controller. Why would I want to buy just a controller?
I can think of a reason. my controller's not playing.
Hey, Louis B. Floyd. Yeah, you can fly in 20 mile an hour winds. I know that, but I can't with the Mini JDS. Louis B. Floyd.
Yeah, it's you can fly in those strong winds, but it's not fun. I flew just saying to Hugh, I flew at the weekend and I was flying into the wind, and it was tough work making any ground. So my first flight wasn't very long, but my second flight, because I wanted to take a video of something,
Yeah.
because I had to fly into the wind. I knew that the drone was coming back quick, and then the other one was a bit longer because I could fly where I wanted to. And then the wind got really strong and I gave up trying.
Well, Paul, we're gonna be up to today.
I don't know. I think I'm caught up.
Okay.
Well, I shouldn't say that. I got one sign in Elmer, but they said there's no rush. It's the next time you're there, so. I was kind of hoping. Well, I see the winds are kind of iffy now for Saturday because I want to get pictures of that big, what they call that concrete pour they're going to have here, 350 truckloads.
Yeah.
At first they didn't. They said it was going to be like 30 mile an hour. Now they're down to about 20 mile an hour, so which is not bad,
Uh-huh.
but borderline.
Well,
Just sitting there trying to see if I can, when the ship comes around, see if Paul's down there or not. But
I don't know if it's windier over there.
Yeah.
Jones 658 saying hi all.
Hey, Joe, there, drone 658. Yeah, I see you said you didn't get notifications at all either.
Well, you take care at work, JDS.
Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, you were saying yesterday you might be too windy to go flying.
Yeah. I was looking at, well, I know it's too far ahead, but was it Monday and Tuesday? I think it just almost no wind all day. Just
I hear it's pretty windy right now.
Mm.
It's a blowing. I think we're gonna get rain.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
good.
had a few raindrops yesterday, but nothing significant.
We had thunderstorms and heavy rain yesterday morning. Wow. That's what broke that bloody humidity.
Yeah, I'm just looking there for Monday. It says here at 4 mile an hour is the highest on the winds, and 7 mile an hour on Tuesday, and 9, maybe 10 on Wednesday. Wow. They're calling for up to 16 to 17 mile an hour here today, but it's not bad. I could fly in that
Mm.
if I had to. Yeah.
Oh Lord. Uh,
Well, I
yeah.
should.
So, did you go on those guys last night, Paul?
Well, I watched them for a little bit. I was quite interested in that thing they were saying about that guy, that trespass thing. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that a 107 pilot though?
I'm not sure on the pilot status, but it all started with him flying over a cop's bush or something.
Yeah.
I don't-
Well, I mean, he's in the air. You got no airspace. They don't have any rights to the airspace.
yeah,
So he's allowed to fly where he wants.
yeah. But see, the thing is that threw me off is that the state charged him and convicted him under a federal law, but they're a state. I don't
Yeah.
know how they can do that and get away with it.
Mm.
Well, that
I-
comes down to his lawyer, and they were saying he didn't have a very good one, did he?
Well, I guess not. Holy mackerel.
Mm.
I mean, that should have been straight cut forward just on that.
I'm wondering if there's something more than just the drone. I know they did say there was a history between them, but if there's
Yeah, it
something,
might have been.
something
Well-
more serious than the drone flight or the normal neighbourly argument.
There's not a car in the parking lot down there with that ship going by, so
Okay.
Paul's not down there.
Dang, I opened that window up. I didn't have to close it now. Shit.
Morning, closing windows.
Yeah, it's risky.
Yeah, we went over to a friend of mine there for coffee last night. We usually sit outside, but last night we went in the house. Cold.
I'm sitting here thinking the second fan might be needed today. Yes.
Okay.
No, we had that cold front went through and the temperature dropped about 10, 15 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, yesterday it dropped a hell of a lot in one shot.
Hey, good morning, Kim. How you doing this morning? You're up and going early.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on my computer. It's funny. I thought I woke him up when I was looking at the YouTube things. But no, he woke up by himself. So I'm just on my second cup of coffee as it is.
Yeah, I'm on my second one too. Well, it's funny, like I said, I never got a notification you're on the air because I was
Yeah.
sitting there going through other YouTube stuff just to kill time until you come on, right?
Yeah.
So, oh, got a text message.
Well, you got to work today.
Yeah, probably. Yep. I got to put a sign up at 10 Meter Street. This is not going to be a very pricey house. The street they're talking about is kind of a poor area of town here.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not even that far away from me, really. Only about 5 blocks.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I heard a joke about why we haven't had any aliens on the Earth recently, since
Uh-huh.
we apparently used to have them. It's that these days when they come to the neighbourhood, they lock their doors and drive straight through.
Yeah, not a bad looking house. Yeah. Well, looks like the house has been all fixed up, so yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, this I don't know what this shit that was going on there. I don't think the price of houses went down.
Not here. Not here.
Yeah,
No, they're still going up.
yeah, keep at the asking price. That's it.
Oh, they're going over asking price here. They're bidding on them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I had my sister there 3 hours down from her. They listed for 175 on Saturday and sold on Wednesday or Thursday for 305, almost double.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Nice.
Yeah. And if you got a single level home with a basement, oh man, they're on the market in 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do work for a builder here, quite a famous builder, Doug Terry, and they ran out of inventory for new houses.
Mhm.
Can't keep up.
Wow.
Hey, Hugh, I sent you a link this morning. Did you get it? Just wonder
Who?
if you got it. You.
What, Hugh?
Yeah.
He said he can't come on until 9 o'clock.
Oh, sorry. I didn't read that part. I'm sorry.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah, that's why Kim's got a sore back. So he did the lawn at the tractor, and it took way long to do it here.
Okay, Hugh just said he'd be on at 9:15.
Okay, no problem, Hugh. I didn't read the message you put up a while ago. Sorry.
What, was the grass long there for Kim to cut or
Oh
something?
yeah. Oh yeah. Because we didn't cut because there was no rain or nothing. It was dry, and
Yeah,
so it still growed, but it was going brown at a lot of places,
yeah.
But it needed to be cut. I told Kim I'll have to ask the farmer to come here with his tractor to do the haying. But we lose Roxy in the lawn.
That's funny. Just something me and the wife like doing, going around. We got a lot of deer in the area,
Yeah.
and we're over having coffee at a friend of mine, but there's a lot of deer between here and there that we stopped by and look. Last night there was 2 deer there last night with 2 babies, and they're going boink, boink, boink,
Okay.
through the weed,
Yeah.
because the weed's getting up pretty high. And you
Yeah.
just see the babies going. I thought it was funny watching them last night.
Yeah, we had a couple of deer here the other day in front there. So
Yeah, last night, the last guy in our group just got his deer license last night. So,
okay.
well, you got to do it before the end of June, right?
Yeah. I gotta close this window, man. It's nice to have
That
the
cold?
Hey, it's chilly.
Well, crap, you had 104 degrees the other day. Now it's wet, cold. You got to close the windows.
Oh, Canada.
I thought once it was warm till the winter. I'm sure that's what you said. Or is it just relatively cold after the 104?
Yeah, I think it's relatively cold.
Well, it looks like I might make it to Roger Palooza.
Cool.
Yeah, I found a guy. Guy I had coffee with last night volunteered to do my signs while I'm away.
Oh, nice.
And my wife don't have nothing going on now, so I think we're free.
Nice.
I figure about a 10-hour drive. I think someplace around there.
So that's just to come down, or
Yeah, to come down about 10 hours. I think
oh,
we're about 9 hours to Montreal. I think, or 8.5 or something.
yeah. Well, it's very easy to get here. You're on the 20 in Montreal. You just take the 20 all the way down here.
Yeah, just
You
stay
just
on
got
20,
one-
right?
Yeah, you just got one turn off to do on the 20, and that's it.
Oh, cool.
It's all straight. It's all straight. You take the exit 173 off the 20.
Yeah,
Then you go up that, then you fall on the 55.
yeah.
You come all the way straight down, then it's exit 103, and you're
Yeah.
right at my front door almost.
Oh, cool.
Takes not even a minute from the outer route to here.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'm bringing my toys here, Kim. That'll be the first thing loaded. Instead of staying in a tent, I'm just gonna bring up. We got an air mattress. We can just sleep in the back of the truck.
Like I said, I'm just hoping the bloody weather's nice, though.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh. Yeah. My sister just texted me. She says that I don't know if you ever had them or not, but Cowboy burgers.
No,
No. Yeah, they're on sale at Walmart for $8. The regular $16 or more.
oh,
Yeah.
That's all right, JDS. He's just a fan of mine.
Yeah. Because sometimes we buy the well, we call it the burgers, but you can get the Cowboy steaks too. They're really good, tenderized. Oh, good, beautiful steaks.
yeah. See, Kim, what he said there, Phantom Hodges. When you come down
That-
with your wife there, you can use Kim's
Oh.
bedroom. There's no problem. You use his bed, and Kim's. We're gonna have an air mattress here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
already.
Yeah, we got one of them inflatable ones, right? So
Yeah.
I can bring a tent too, so not a
Yeah.
big deal.
No, but we'd rather have you and your wife sleep in the house there, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot better.
Yeah.
It's just that you got the stairs to go up to the bedroom,
Yeah.
and the bathroom's downstairs. So
Yeah. Well, Blind Eel, he likes Cowboy burgers too, eh? Yeah, they're good for barbecue.
I don't go to Walmart to buy anything like that, so I don't know what's on special. I never buy anything from Walmart. I think the last time I went to Walmart, I went and bought a pair of running shoes, and that's about 8 years ago. 9 years.
No, I do sometimes a lot of grocery shopping at Walmart, but we don't.
Okay.
Yeah, like I got a lot of deer meat, so we don't buy a lot of burger.
Okay.
But-
Blind Neil's in the house. I buy mine at Foodland grocery store.
Same here. I go to Foodland quite a bit here.
I've
If
no
I just need a
idea.
few things, I don't want to go all the way through Walmart just for a couple things. I go to Foodland if I only need a few items.
Yeah.
I've
I-
absolutely
there's a
no
lot of-
idea.
There's a lot of stores with names on there I'd never heard of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As I say, I've no idea where Lindsay goes to buy the food. That's her department.
I wish.
Oh no, I got out of shopping early on. Basically, commenting on things like the price of the big one was the price of toilet roll.
Hey, JDS, I take a shovel with me, go down the highway, get my meat.
Oh, you're lucky, Matthew. Yeah, AZ Drone Dude. Good morning. Good morning. You're very lucky on that, Matthew. Yeah.
Uh, that's good, Matthew. Yeah.
Huh, that's weird.
Hi, AZ Drone.
Easy drone dude.
Doodle Ree. Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Morning,
Long time no
Ludo.
see.
hey, hello. Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You are lucky, Matthew. Yeah. Sorry for the last time on the live, Roger. No problem. No problem at all.
Oh, I'd be climbing the walls. It's all right being without internet when I'm on holiday, but not when I'm at home, Ludo.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, Blaine Neil.
Doodle Ree just got his internet back. In other words, makes 5 days he hasn't had it.
Yeah.
I know it was Paul and Hugh there. They order their food and then just go and pick it up or whatever. But
Yeah.
geez, I don't know if I want to trust somebody else to pick up what I want.
Yeah. My way of getting out of shopping is to buy all the wrong items. Drone 658.
That's the way to do it. Yep. No, the big one that stopped me having to do the shopping all the time was, as I say, you were talking about toilet rolls. We were in a hurry to get somewhere, and we knew we needed, what we needed, and we'd spread out. I'd go one way, she'd go the other, and that. Anyway, we met up after a while, and I was spitting feathers about the price of toilet rolls, and going on about it and on about it, and I embarrassed her so much. She won't take me shopping anymore.
Is that what you got to do?
Oh, I was going on. I even looked at the recycled stuff, and that was even more expensive. We're sticking to newspaper in the future. And now she won't take me for some reason. It's
Well, the Foodland store here, they ask you the only one member of the family go in. So
Okay.
they only want one person going into the store instead of a couple or bringing your kids in.
Yeah. I found that ridiculous. They were starting to bring your kids in and all that. Whoa. You know. But I understand though, a lot of people can't find somebody to take care of their kids.
Yep.
Like they don't want to bring them to their grandparents.
yeah, not everyone's like Ksenia and can send Andrew over to you, Roger, to see. uh,
Another ship coming up, but it's another barge by the looks of it.
Yeah, last time I looked at it this morning was the barge going through.
Yeah, there's another one coming through, but it's a bigger one. It almost looks like a ship, but it's actually a barge.
Well, speaking about the double.
and here he is.
Oh, gee, we keep talking about you, Paul, and all of a sudden you show up.
Yeah.
Ed Penny thing.
Watching the ships. Yeah, we're watching the ships going there. Nope, parking lot's empty. Paul's not there.
Well, it's just starting to break up a few clouds. We had a few high dark clouds in it. As you can see in the videos, or actually in the camera view, it's not all that nice.
No.
When you've got continual things that you can fly and shoot, you look for at least the right
Time.
look, you know?
Well, like you look at the screen right now, it's not kind of everything kind of dull and dingy. The
Yep.
other day it was just colors were vibrant. It just
Yep.
So any luck on your skunk hunt?
No, none last night either. So he's going to be coming by today and he'll probably pick the traps up.
Well, I mean, the skunk must be still around.
Well, he said too, because I said, are they're pretty smart animals. He said, oh yeah. And he says that encounter might have forced them to move someplace else.
Okay.
can
Hey,
only help.
yeah, good morning.
But within a 30-day period, if I see him again, he'll come out and set the traps again.
Yeah, but he'll charge you again, won't he?
No, but the charge will still be there for taking them away. But,
Yeah.
Hi, Nonya.
which is fine with me to give it a break, because getting up at 5 a.m. to put those traps out there and then going out there at 10 o'clock at night and collecting the traps is just killing me.
Yeah, like my groundhog problem, it seemed to went away a bit. I don't know. I haven't seen the groundhog now for a week.
Well, how much did it cost to ship that groundhog out to Val's house?
And then yeah, doing very good here. It's very, very windy right now. And we got the winds up to 30 miles an hour today. And it's very cool. The humidity finally broke. We got thunderstorms yesterday morning, a lot of rain, which I know that farmers are very happy about. And we are too for the lawn.
Yeah.
Hi, Drone Pool.
John Pool's in the house.
Drone pool.
Yeah, we've had that heat and then a bit of rain. You ought to see the corn just jumped, eh?
Yeah. I haven't driven around lately in
Well, Roger, will they get 3 growings of hay there?
here. It depends. I've seen them get 4, but
No.
maybe it's 3.
Huh.
Now they just did it, and probably at the end of July.
End of August,
In
maybe?
August they'll do it, and probably September. Probably at the end of maybe in the middle of October. They'll do it.
You only get about 2 here, maybe
Yeah.
3, but
I hear they. I don't know what they put on their lawns here, but they're hay, but it really grows fast.
Yeah.
Because last year I know they donated 1 in the back, and they wouldn't make a mistake. One of the farmers made a mistake, and he put some manure on it, and he wasn't supposed to, and it burnt everything. And we had a heat wave when he did it, and it had burnt completely everything. So they had to turn over all the earth and level it all out and everything.
Oh, wow.
Well, Hugh, I see you in the chat. Are you coming in on the panel?
He said around 9:15.
Oh man, my knees are killing me.
didn't they down there at Port Huron along the waterfront put some fertilizer on or something, burn the grass there or something, didn't they?
Well, we don't know whether it's a fertilizer. Somebody said that they goofballs mixed up the bags and they put grass killer.
Oh.
But now it seems, as you go down there now, it seems like it's fading whatever they put back on again.
Mhm.
So, Drone Pool, you got a flight with the MA2. 2,000 feet, was that by design, or you didn't have any issues at 2,000 feet? Could you have gone further?
Hey, Drone Pool, how you doing this morning, bud?
Life is good. How can I help?
Had a decent flight with the MA2 last night, 2,000 feet, but still good. I'm very glad for that, bro. Yeah.
I don't know why my Google Mini went off. I didn't say, the word.
Well, it's like this thing here. Sometimes it goes off in the middle of the night. I don't know if I'm talking in my sleep or whatever, and it hears me. Yeah, no issues. I've just brought it home safe. Baby steps.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I do with the Mavic Mini, John Paul. Baby steps. Yeah, right, Kim.
I was before seeing the controller this morning on eBay. I was looking at videos where they were using game controllers to apply the spark,
Yeah.
but you lose the range because really you're using the phone, not the controller. All you're doing is matching up the drone to the controller to the phone. So it's like flying without the fly more combo, effectively, without the controller at all. So that wasn't going to be a good idea because you can't go very far with just the phone.
Hey, David, I see JDS made a comment. Did you see it?
What's that?
I'm making bacon and eggs. I'm listening. Be nice to David, Roger. He's my intern. I don't know about that, David, but
I hope he's passing those bacon and eggs round.
I hope you got some real good weather down there, none yet. That's going to be around 84. Yeah, okay. Well, here we're going to be only in the 70s. Yay! That's if it gets that high today. The way this wind's blowing there and the way it's cool.
So what you're saying, Roger, is it's probably warmer here than it is with you at the moment. We're 77.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'm too hot as it is and thinking about a second fan. I've got all the doors and windows open, but there isn't a breath of air outside. Got my shorts on, t-shirt.
It says it's 66 degrees here, which is 19 degrees Celsius.
You cool down at your place there, Paul?
61 degrees.
Okay.
It's not often I'm in the warmest place.
It says the winds are 3 to 5 mile an hour right now. So,
hey, Paul, do you remember last night you were on those guys and they were talking about this pilot who got in that problem there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Sorry, Hugh, you're 2 minutes early.
He was here.
Good morning. Yeah, sorry, Roger.
Was that a 107 pilot?
No, he was not. He was just a hobbyist. And he just got He had just gotten a brand new Inspire 1, and he was flying at about 350 to 400 feet up over top of a wooded area that happened to be one of his neighbor's property. And that supposed neighbor was a sheriff deputy, and they arrested him for invasion of privacy and spying on a neighbor, and confiscated the drone. And none of the local prosecutors would prosecute the case. So somehow politically they pushed the state attorney general to prosecute the case. And of course, it's in a small town, and it got prosecuted, and they would not allow any expert witnesses on his behalf.
Okay.
And they would not let anybody introduce the flight logs. So he was convicted of 4 counts of various different things, and each count the judge has said that he could spend up to 60 days per count in jail, and a big fine, and ban him for life for ever owning a drone.
Okay.
Craziness.
Yeah,
Hey.
but how can a state convict him on a federal law?
They can't, because here's what it takes. It takes dinero. And this guy doesn't have the money to get a big time attorney to spend and do what he did. He was using some little hometown good old boy that probably was down at the diner with the judge and the prosecutor the day before.
The paralegal or something?
Yeah. So we got a GoFundMe. He does, well, not me. He's got a GoFundMe account where he's trying to get the word out, because he has until Friday to say whether or not he's going to appeal it. And the judge and the prosecutor in the case has said, well, you can appeal, that's your right, but if you do, we're going to charge you with more.
I don't know how they can do that. I really do not know how they can do that.
Right. In this country, if the judge said that, the judge would be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not the judge's place to threaten.
No, maybe I misspoke, or else I was taken wrong. The judge didn't say that. The state attorney general attorney said that. If you don't accept the terms of the judgment, then we will turn around and we will prosecute you for more going forward.
That's a bitch.
But wouldn't they have to prove that he was spying?
Well, he admitted that it was his drone to that deputy. But why would the deputy have the authority to act on his own behalf? And in this particular case, shouldn't the deputy have called in another police officer?
Well, is that not what Lawrence or the other guy said? I can't remember his name. That he got a mate to do the actual arresting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Fascinating show.
And it's a small town, and everybody knows everybody. And in fact, they've got a couple other accounts. They went around and interviewed other neighbors, and the other neighbors said yes, they noticed he was flying that drone. And the investigating deputy said, "Well, do you felt like he was spying on you?" And a couple of little old ladies said, "Yeah, he must have been. Why would he be up there?" So they're going to, in other words, they're going to bring more cases of invasion of privacy and airspace over other people.
Yeah, they're going to set a precedent with that, eh?
And that's why we're trying to hustle up some money for the guy for his defense fund to get this thing straightened out, because we all know that something that happens in Louisiana, pretty soon it spreads to Texas, and it spreads all across the country. And they're going to use that as case law.
Is each state allowed to make their own laws? Yeah, for
that.
It's
It's funny somebody didn't jump on that pro bono or something, But
well, I think the guy, according to Ryan, that was actually the guy that worked on the Michigan case. According to Ryan, this guy didn't even know there was a group or organization of people that fly. That Ryan just happened to catch it on a news thing, a local national news thing, and he contacted him. And Ryan said the guy doesn't know who to call, what to contact, or what to do. He's just a good old boy down there, you know.
That's
Decided he wanted
Louisiana
to
or
fly
something,
a
isn't it?
drone.
Okay, that's the GoFundMe page. I don't know if it's still working or not. I gotta click on the link itself, so. I don't know if he took it down or not. We'll see.
You know, it's funny, in Canada, the law is even more vague about flying over people's property. You're just not supposed to do it, period, right? There's no notion of altitude or public space above property or anything like that that I'm aware of. Right, Paul?
Yeah,
Hodges, I mean,
in Canada, I don't know.
in Canada. I'm not aware of any kind of public space above houses or property that you're allowed to fly in.
Yeah,
Well, the only thing is there's got to be something there, Hugh, because otherwise they could prosecute all of your air carriers,
mm,
In our laws,
private
in,
aircraft, or
Yeah,
even
maybe for
even
aircraft, but as
commercial.
far as drones go, I mean, as far as drones
Yeah.
go.
in our laws, we've got the distances and heights above buildings
Yeah,
in the drone rules.
that'd be
So-
nice.
so
But in this
everybody-
country, that
Yeah.
isn't law as yet because there's not been a case. There's no case law. So the problem with it is if you go digging and you're looking at what Paul was talking about, zoning, in here, they've in this country, all they've got is upper and lower airspace. And in the upper airspace, which is defined as above 500 feet, the property owner has no more rights than any other member of the public.
Okay,
Below 500 feet in the UK, he has got some rights, which I'm not sure there's been a judgment yet between the CAA rules and that rules, and there needs to be a case in this country to provide the case law to the way forward. But at the moment, the CAA is the one that holds sway because not many people know that only people who've done the work Paul's done in the past would know about it. In this country, about the upper and lower air limits, as far as that kind of law is concerned. So we've got to go on at the moment, strictly speaking, is the law which is put in place by the CAA, and that tends to say that we can fly over as long as we're so far above, and etc., etc. And that guy would have met UK law at the heights he says he was at. I don't know how that applies in America against our drone laws.
Yeah.
Which
Well, see, the thing too in Canada, the privacy laws haven't kept up with, the drone laws or this kind of stuff right now.
yeah. But if it was a privacy thing, they'd have to ban everybody in that town from having mobile phones.
Well, of course,
Or
yeah.
or camera phones.
Or well, even a camera, you can get lenses now that you can see 2 miles away. For Christ's sakes, you
Oh
can
yeah.
stand on a building and point it down at somebody.
I mean, like, I don't know. The states have very strange laws for different states, so, I mean,
That's the problem.
yeah,
But then it comes back to the state law versus federal law.
I put the link in there for that guy's, GoFundMe.
Uh-huh.
It's at $12,000 he's asking for.
He's nearly doubled overnight. So
Yeah. The amount he got there doubled, yeah.
Well, I hope he gets it. I hope he wins.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought I'd seen someplace there was someplace in the States there was a group of guys there had some lawyer working on their behalf for some stuff there. I forget what the heck that was about.
that's the guy who was on those guys last night. So if he's in touch with him, perhaps there's going to be some progress and
Yeah.
he'll get it sorted out.
I mean, if I was that guy, I'd try to get lawyers outside of his state. That's not in the hands of the judge and all that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, your dogs are around there, yeah.
They have to play right here.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
They can't play downstairs or in the bedroom. They got to play right here.
Well, that's where Dad is. How's Mia this morning, Paul?
Well, Mia's getting a little more feisty as it goes. We didn't catch any skunks overnight again, so
Okay, so I'm just reading some articles on this, airspace and stuff, and I noticed there's one case in Alberta where somebody got fined for the crane boom swinging over somebody's property,
Yeah.
and that was considered trespass.
Jesus
A
Lord.
crane.
Hi, Fly, how you doing?
well, they always say that you can sue anybody for anything. It's whether or not it
You got
gets
the money.
Yep, money
Yeah,
takes
you got
money.
the money.
Well, we had down here a courthouse. They added onto it, and they had a big crane here, and there was 3 houses. They had to put the people up in motels for a week or something, so they could run the crane and lift the stuff over their house.
That's yeah. When I was in the Air Force, a friend of mine had a property which was next to Elgin swimming pool, and the council sold the swimming pool and the land it was on. Well, the land it was on, a lot of it actually belonged to the house, which they couldn't sell, but the property line was the other side of his driveway, sort of thing, and he never bothered about it because it wasn't any hassle. It was concreted over and nobody ever went on it, etc., etc. But when the council sold it, where the pool was, that's the start of a very long story, which I'll shorten. The council thought it owned the pool and it didn't. It was actually gifted to the town by an old, moneyed man from years and years and years ago, who gifted the pool to the town as an amenity for the people that lived there. So when Steve started looking into his boundaries to get his land back effectively, it started digging all this up, and the council got hit big style for it. They tried all sorts of that, and in the end, because of what was happening with the ground that was put in there, he started chasing them because his house got devalued, etc., etc., and he ended up the council lost the case, and apart from the money they had to reimburse to the people who were building now on the pool, and etc., etc., and that they had to move Steve and his family into a new house of equivalent value to when they were, before they all started, and
Yeah.
the industrial site building up next to his house was, spoiling the value. So it cost them a fortune because they didn't know what they were doing.
We got a thing happening here in London right now. And an old lady lives in a house that's been classified as heritage, so you can't tear them down, can't do nothing with them.
Yeah.
Anyways, city come along and said, well, we need that space for, a road to go through. So they went to court and they fought it, and they finally ruled against her, and they wanted to move her house across the street, and she refuses. So I don't know what's going on. They even wanted to give her a new house someplace else or whatever. But
Hey, Roger, I'm going to show you the donations for that account, just so that
Yeah.
everybody knows that there's a lot of people they'll recognize from our groups that have donated to this cause.
Yeah.
oh, Lawrence, wow.
Tim Jackson, Lawrence Clark, Benjamin Dodson. I think he goes by something else, but not $25 anonymous.
It's really
John,
fuzzy. Paul
yeah.
can't read it.
You can't see it?
Well, barely. Oh, there it is. It just straightened up. Maybe it's my computer.
Okay.
No, it's just cleared up here as well.
Oh,
Okay, I'll start at the top again. Alfonso, everybody, I think we know who he is. Pedro Suave, Lawrence Clark, Tim Jackson, down in Tim's down in Australia, right,
Yeah.
Roger?
Yeah, Australia.
And you may recognize some of these names. A lot of them fly under different. Albuquerque quadcopter, Andrew Summer, Matt Tiernan.
Hey, Paul Murray's even in there.
Yep, Paul Murray's there.
Yeah,
Paul
Paul
Murray's
tried to get
there.
a
Oh,
bidding
Paul
war
Murray
going.
twice. Whoa.
Yeah,
Roger
yeah.
Martin.
Yeah, Paul tried to get a bidding war going last night. But
Yeah, what happened is when I went down here to the bottom, Debbie Venter
Yeah,
put in
Oh.
$300.
Wow.
So Lynn and I did one for $100, right here, this one, and then I saw that other one because I was looking at them, and then Roger put in, and then I said, "Well, that's bullshit." So I put another 100 in. So then this is where we were making a big deal. I said, "Okay, I'll see your 200 and raise you 50." But as I go down there, I thought I saw somebody, Roger, now that put in $300. Yeah, Debbie. So I'm only up to 250. She must have upped it because it was at 200. Yeah, Debbie did 300. Wow.
Wow. What's the total number now?
Let me see. Can I go?
2419.
Yeah, 2419.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And their thing yesterday, when the show started, didn't it start out at like $1,200 or $1,400?
it was not 12,000. It started off at.
Yeah.
Then I come to do my donation. It wouldn't accept it because that guy took it down. Then he put the 1,200. Then he went and put it back up to 12,000. So, so that's gonna cost a lot of money for that freaking lawyer.
Yeah, he's going to have a big time lawyer and investigators and everything else because they're going to have to dig into the background of all those people and the corruption that's going on there.
I think the fact that it was a state having a go at a federal law, that somebody would think there was money to be made there and take it on pro bono.
Yeah, you would think.
could he not go to the governor or something? Or-
It's probably the judge's cousin or something.
Yeah. Louisiana is kind of like, there's the good old boy club and there's the good old boy club.
I'm named after one of them. My name is Huey Long,
There you
Okay.
go.
and he was Earl Long and Huey Long are two famous pirates from Louisiana from back in the day.
Yep.
Like
I
here,
was supposed to be a lawyer.
Here we could go to our MP or something, Mr. Parliament or, our local person or,
Oh, you can there too, just as long as you bring your checkbook.
But it's just the
Make a
case here
donation.
where it affects so many people that don't even know it's affecting because,
Yeah.
it's like these little slices. They keep taking bigger slices and
It's
bigger
a cascade of dominoes, right? You knock one domino down, there's a chain effect that happens.
Yeah.
Right?
If your stream is blurry, go down and change your setting down in the
I just squint.
down on the setting at the bottom underneath the timeline. Because when I did it, it was at 240p, and I had to up it to the max. The max today is not 1080 but 720p. So I put it up to 720, and everybody cleared up. Otherwise, they were fuzzy.
where do you go?
Down at the bottom of the regular stream on YouTube,
Oh, okay. That one, the YouTube screen. Okay.
and you just click on that, and it'll tell you what you're watching at.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've done that, but it doesn't do that on Zoom, though.
Good morning, Captured Life Connection. Hadley
Oh,
Swing.
my Zoom connection's good. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's could be what we call our Zoom. It's acting up.
Well, they've been known to have problems.
Hilton. Hey, got
One of the
CFP.
channels I sometimes watch is I don't know if you guys ever heard him, the Blanco Lario channel, Juan Brown. Anyways, he was having problems with Zoom and YouTube
Okay.
yesterday. So
AZ John Dude, I think he lives in a small town. Remember the Chevy Chase movie, National Lampoon. Got CFPV, good morning. What's in the drone world I need to hear today? Well, there's nothing new in the drone world, that's for sure.
Hi, Capture Life. Hi, Hadley's.
Hey, Hadley.
Captured Life, can you put a link down for your channel down here? So just put a link for your channel so everybody can get to your channel. I think we're gonna get rain. The clouds are getting really dark here. Okay, Matthew, you can put the link in for that. Yeah, Matthew was flying his FPV around and one of his motors gave out. It fell down on the cement and it bounced into the swimming pool. He's got the video of it, so.
well, it should be maybe getting 2 deliveries today. So we'll see.
Oh, nice.
Well, I got those signs. I thought they were supposed to come yesterday, but they said no, they're coming today. And then a friend of mine likes my camera, so I looked it up and there was one left, so he had me order it. So it's supposed to be delivered today, I think. Okay.
Everybody check out Captured Life. He's at 138 subscribers. He has videos.
Let's see.
DJI Phantom 4.
Yep.
He flies.
Yep, just checked it. They're both out for delivery.
Nice.
I've got that screen that's supposed to help reduce the glare coming today too.
Oh yeah.
That ought to be interesting because when I digged some more, what they said was that it was designed, it's a screen protector and it doesn't talk about being glare.
Everybody check out Justin Hadley. He's got giveaways he's doing on his channel, guys. So Justin, if you put the link in there for it. And everybody check out Capture Life Connection. Check out his video. Check out the video from Matthew. There you go. And check out Justin's link for his giveaway.
Okay, guys, got to make a short trip here. I got some dogs I want out. Break
Who
back.
let the dogs out?
Dogs.
Paw.
Yep. Hadley says that everyone can enter his giveaway, so check out his channel, guys. Yeah, Hadley, that's the link that Paul Murray just put in for the GoFundMe. That's to help out if it's the same pot that you're talking about. You got a real nice video up there of your ship graveyard there, Captured Life.
That was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand, Paul. Yeah. I gotta find, wait a minute there. Matthew, okay. Oh. Just sent out that video of Matthew there. Ah, okay.
Well, Hadley, in a nutshell, is what happened is this guy got a new Inspire 1. He took it up very carefully up to about 350 feet and started to cruise around his area. He lives in small town, Louisiana. And he flew over a neighbor's wooded area. And that neighbor happened to be a deputy. And the deputy then had another deputy come and arrest him. They confiscated his drone. They took his batteries, SD cards, everything out of it. Took him to court. They tried to prosecute him locally by local prosecuting attorneys, and nobody would take the case. So then they got the state attorney general's office, who's probably up for election this year, to take the case. Took him to court. They wouldn't allow any expert witnesses on his side. They said because of COVID-19, but yet they also would not allow remote witnesses because they said they couldn't verify who they were, and tried him and prosecuted him and found him guilty on 4 counts of invasion of other people's airspace and all of that kind of thing, and sentenced him for, I think it was it 30 or 90 days for each count? I can't remember, Roger.
I think wasn't it 60?
60 days on each count. So that'd be 4 times 6 is 240, half a year in prison, in jail for, and he also would have a record. And also the judge put in his final judgment that he could never in his life own or fly a drone again in his entire life.
Mm.
And the prosecutor has given him until this weekend to decide whether or not to appeal, and has told him outright if he appeals, they will bring more charges against him. That's the nutshell.
So he was guilty even before going into court.
Yes. Well, good old boys, you know.
Good. Yeah, real good justice there.
So what the reason the GoFundMe and we did it on those guys last night, and probably, Hugh, wouldn't you say it doubled since those guys, the fund?
Yeah.
It is because this kind of thing can spread and permeate to neighboring states and neighboring areas and even neighboring countries.
You know, for a first-time offense, it blows my mind that somebody wouldn't have just said, take your drone down, don't fly over my land again.
Yeah.
Done.
Yep.
period, end of story.
That's what I was
right?
saying earlier. There's something more behind this other than a normal neighbourly dispute. There's something, obviously, some big history between the policeman and the.
Yeah, I think Louisiana also has a big history of state-run commercial prisons, right? Prisons for profit.
Yep.
So they love to convict people, right?
Well,
The more
and the
people
other
in jail-
interesting thing is, Hugh, is the state brought in witnesses from the state police and from the sheriff's department that says that you cannot see a drone when it's more than 400 feet away.
Especially
Now we're talking about an
Subjective?
Inspire 1.
And what if there's a strobe on that drone?
Yeah, well, that didn't matter. You can't see it. And in fact, the county said you can't see it when it's any more than 200 feet away.
I'd say prove it.
yeah.
See, he had a shitty lawyer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He had
Oh,
a
yeah,
good old
yeah.
boy,
Real
a
shitty
lawyer that, probably goes to church with him or what, whatever.
And that, my ladies and gentlemen, is why all my videos are boring flights over water. Lakes and streams, public, totally public airspace. I don't take any chances.
Well, if they're over water, they won't be boring to you.
Yeah, they're excited to me.
Will it come back? Will it come back?
Well, when I put my Firehouse strobes on my drones when I fly, I can see them for almost 5,000 feet.
Oh, for sure. With a strobe? Yeah, absolutely. I fly my strobes even during the daylight for that very reason, just to extend line of sight. Yeah,
Just turn them on and go.
exactly.
And yeah, we're talking Inspire too. Like,
And Inspire is huge. It's pretty much the biggest toy drone you can buy, right? Unless you're talking Matrices, you're getting into big
Prosumer,
commercial
yeah.
drones. Prosumer, yeah.
I
Prosumer.
wouldn't call the Inspire
A
a
toy
toy
drone. No, I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Prosumer. Yeah, but I'm terrified to fly over anybody's property. Like, I'm really paranoid about that. So I really take zero chances when I fly.
see, with me too, the real estate, I sometimes have to fly.
Oh, I suppose you would, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I haven't had a problem so far. A lot of times I'll get into especially in the city. If I am going to fly, I'll knock on the neighbor's doors.
Yeah.
Say, hey, I'm here. I'm flying. I haven't
just
had any
wish we
problems
had-
yet.
I just wish in the Canadian drone laws they would put in altitudes for, flying over public property, that sort of thing, or private property. It'd be nice to have that clearly delineated in the law.
Yeah, we get feet away from a building.
That'd be awesome. I would love to see that.
Hey, Paul, it would be nice to come up with a little form letter that you have on a clipboard that you could change it for whatever the location, put the name of the location that you're going to fly, a brief description of what you're going to fly, and then people that sign below have understand that, and they give their approval.
Yeah.
Then you'd have it on record.
Well, you could use a form of photographic release, I suppose.
Yeah.
Which exists.
Well, except in his case, he just wants, because he's doing real estate flights, he just wants to advise them he's flying. He's not going to be shooting any of their, using their footage or whatever.
Yeah.
And that he just, at a courtesy, he's making them aware, and they're aware, and they agree that he has made them aware.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Who let the dogs out?
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, Roger. I was wondering if anybody else out there, like I know that Hadley flies some commercial stuff. Does anybody use a commercial for him? I don't fly that much commercial. Usually, if I do, the contractor's standing right next to me telling me get this shot or that shot or whatever.
Hey, Michael Benny, Rad Girl, how you guys doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, I had to go
Rad
make
Girl.
a coffee. Yeah.
Yes, I had a delivery, but it wasn't somebody walking a dog going by the house.
How you doing, Gary?
Oh, Gary in there this morning?
Yep.
Okay, where are we? Okay.
Yeah, you're right, Gary.
Yeah, hey.
You know, when Google does that street map and they never get any signed waivers.
Well, one thing they do is, I think license plates on cars and stuff, they fuzz out, so you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, they often fuzz out faces as well, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
But anything that can be seen on the street is in the public domain in Canada and
Yep,
can be
exactly. And that's
photographed.
been
So,
proven over and over again.
yeah,
Yep.
as a photographer, I'm allowed to go and take your picture on the street, whether you like it or not. I mean, I would delete it if somebody asked me to,
Yeah.
but legally.
Well, I noticed there's even been court cases like in skyscrapers in New York where people from one skyscraper will take a picture of another one and they may have their blinds open and everything.
Oh,
And the court says there's no assumption of privacy if you've got your blinds open
right.
in front of windows. If you
My
don't
wife-
want anybody to take a picture or look in, then close your windows.
I live in a city now. I keep my blinds closed because people can
Yeah.
walk. I see people walking by my house all the time, and they do look in the windows. It's just
Yeah.
natural curiosity,
It
right?
was my mother-in-law's hobby.
Yeah, we got a lady down the street. We call her the Neighborhood Watch Program.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
had one of
lots
those. It used to be a saying on our street, we don't need neighborhood watch, we've got Rachel.
Got a guy that walks his Newfoundlander dog. The dog is enormous.
Does he have a saddle for it?
You should.
Hey, Brad, I did send you an invite this morning. I sent you another one, I think. So,
Hey. Yeah, hey Gary, come on. Yeah, one thing I do too when I do my real estate videos, I got the advertising on the drones on my vehicle, but I also put out cones, my landing pad, and another thing that like a V board I put out, and I have my vest on, so it's like I'm doing something important. Keep people away.
Morning, John Spizo.
But I'm always make myself really visible if I'm
And
trying.
Roger and us, thank you for that, Kim. He says he could fly naked and nobody would see.
When we get down there, Kim, keep your clothes on, please.
yeah. Yeah. Good morning, John Paul. John Paul just put yeah, I moved to a rural town from a big city, and the good old boy syndrome does exist in a small town. All depends on
Oh,
who
yes,
you know.
sir.
Yeah. Hey, John Spiesel, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Everybody check out everybody's channel. Everybody has great channels in here, guys. So check them all out.
When I lived down in the States, luckily my wife was best friends with the mayor, so that worked out good. Well, we also lived across from the mayor. So.
AZ Joan dude. Hope you're gonna
Actually,
be able to go flying today.
I was at a real estate job one time. There was a lady pushing another lady in a wheelchair. She says, "Is it okay if we stop and watch?"
Oh, the droning. That's nice.
Yep.
Yep.
It's not a nice day here today, but I'll take it.
The sun's shining here. I just looked outside again.
Yeah.
No wind
Oh,
hardly at all.
we've got sunshine with very dark clouds.
I've got a bit of humidity here. I put the AC
It's
on.
going up. It's going up.
Right on.
There's Herman.
Yeah. I know Herman's just kind of hobbling around a bit. He's still recovering from that ankle surgery.
Oh gosh, yeah.
You could see him last night on the show. He was squirming a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I was surprised. That was a really good stream, by the way. That
Yes, I
expert
thought it was
witness
too.
guy, he really knew his stuff.
Yeah.
It was a
Well,
pleasure.
he
to
was
listen to
sharp,
him.
wasn't he?
Oh my God, amazing.
Ryan,
love
but I
listening to him.
can't pronounce his last name, but his name was Ryan.
Yeah, I forget. I could listen to that guy all day.
Wasn't it Aretta?
Le Tourette?
Yeah, that's
River Rat, I don't know.
Did you say River Rat?
River rat.
That's close enough.
I suppose you could go back and look at the replay on it. They have the names down below.
Yeah.
But
There you
you
go.
know, and I didn't
Gary's
get it
put it
written.
up.
I didn't get it written down because
Very nice,
just out of
thanks.
stupidity,
That's
not to read them. Okay.
That was close. But then so was River Rat.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Kind of like when I call to Canada and I get somebody speaking French. Like, what? No, parlez-vous French.
Oh, Jesus. You guys crack me up.
Got CFPV. I finally got my DJI Mavic Mini.
Yeah.
Second
Ooh.
flight. Hawk almost attacks it. Oh, crap.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay, Hadley. Yeah, you didn't get to go to fly yesterday? Too
He had
hot?
what, 18 batteries charged up or something?
Yeah.
Must be awfully hot in Arizona right now. I can't even imagine. I've only been to Arizona in the winter, and it was warm enough for me as a Canadian.
Well, Justin, what's the temperature out there? So it's 3. So we're talking about 6:55 a.m. I would imagine it's got to at least be in the 80s at 6:55 a.m.
$81 degrees.
81 degrees. Oh wow!
Yeah, good morning, Arizona.
Can you imagine that? That's their nightly cool down, Roger. Can you imagine that?
Roger be opening windows, not closing them.
Yeah.
Beautiful landscape, though.
Well, you had nights though that was only went down into the 80s, didn't you, Roger?
It was in 78, 79. Yeah, almost the 80s. Or
And it was 110 one day, wasn't it?
yeah. That's the highest it went. That was day before yesterday. And we're supposed to be getting a lot more apparently.
Apparently, Utah's hotter than Arizona, according to Washington County News.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Roger, you checked it out on the weather forecast for the future, and you said it's going to be a hotter year than normal.
Yeah. Well, they're saying on the news too on the MSN there. Usually we get the heat waves in August also, but they said we're gonna get it way before that.
At Washington County News there, I think I seen something on Fox News this morning, something about, I think if you go there, you have to be in quarantine for 2 weeks now. Just a new thing come out.
Oh,
That figures.
I think they're talking California, Florida, and New York or something. They're just cracking down again.
okay, Brent. You have a good day now.
Bye, Grant.
Dig, Gary.
Be safe.
Take care, Brant.
I probably Gary's gonna go out and play on his motorcycle.
It's
Okay.
a good idea. I'll be back.
No,
Okay.
you're going to get the bike out.
Yeah, because Brent, I think he's supposed to come down here with his bike too, and
Yeah.
Carter Rick. I know in the Maritimes here, they're starting to block entry to everybody for Newfoundland and
Yeah.
all the Maritimes there, they're blocking people.
Well, I think just each of you in it from New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, 616 drones.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to see you, 616. Long time no see.
Here's a thought, just to get political a second. Can we not get all the politicians together and quarantine them somewhere?
Yeah, hey, those are the, what, Trudeau's already doing that.
Yeah. You went out yesterday to buy ice cream with his kid.
Yeah, Trudeau's been quarantining himself to his cottage, hasn't he? He comes out once a day, sticks his head out of the door, and then goes back in.
Yeah.
Maybe he's looking for Caddyshack 2 to be made, and he could play the golfer.
Where would you go, Kim?
Yeah, yeah. Where would you go, Kim?
Perhaps he's gone.
Yeah.
Well, Kim got the lawn mowed yesterday, didn't he, Roger?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Probably wishing he waited till the day when it's a little cooler.
Well, it looks like it's gonna rain and it won't be long.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. You know, they're calling for spotty showers today, so. And here the wind is very, very, it's doing about 30-mile-an-hour winds right now.
Wow. Well, I bet Roxy's liking the cooler weather.
Oh yeah, she's sleeping in front of the front door and enjoying it. She's not panting. JDS. That's cool.
Oh, there you go. He's going to fly in different locations with his Mini.
My son is supposed to come down today and pass the weed whacker all over.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. I got to go out and put the cord on a weed whacker because he doesn't have the patience to do that.
I've often wondered, you see them for sale every once in a while, where you replace, the string or whatever with actual blades, and you put it on in there. Does it last longer with those blades or what?
Well, we've got a bladed one.
Uh-huh.
It's plastic blades. And they're quite expensive to buy. They last a good while. And it works, no problems. But we couldn't get any blades the last few weeks when it...
Oh, really?
Yeah. So what we did was we got a tie wrap, put it through the hole, pulled it, cut it to length. Works just as well.
Good idea.
Hey, red green.
Yeah.
I don't know how long the tie wrap will last. Not very long, I presume, but it did the job. We got it done. Hi, Keith Gregory.
Keith Gregory says, yeah, blades do last longer. And JDS, you got a coffee mug? That's nice.
That's down around here. We're starting to have a problem with, believe it or not, trying to get pressure treated lumber and screws right now. Everybody's buying them up left and right
Because they got time to build stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're all getting ready for what's Roger's theory is that there's one day a year when everybody moves.
Yeah.
It's
July
July the 1st or?
July the 1st, Canada Day, moving day here in Quebec.
Moving day, yeah.
Moving day in Quebec, that's what pisses everybody off there, because, you got Saint Jean de Baptiste, everybody party, parades, everything. Here in Canada Day, nobody can go to a parade or nothing because they gotta move out of their bloody apartments, They could have changed that for like the 1st of August. I know, they gotta do it on the 1st of July.
Yeah, and Roger, didn't you say that on Canada Day, even the big box stores and everything, you can't go and shop anywhere, can you?
No, usually most of them are closed. It's a national holiday, so.
Because here, national holiday just means there's more people out to spend money.
Yeah. Even like yesterday, most of the stores were closed. Because they have to pay their employees double time and all that for a holiday.
So when is the holiday? Is it not this weekend, is it?
No, it's next Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday is the thing, so it's not tied into a weekend.
No,
Oh, but you had the Saint whatever, holiday? St. Patrick's holiday or
No?
Roger?
St. Patrick's, well, they make big parades here, but that's about it.
No, what was the other one that was just the other day?
Saint John
St.
the
John the
Baptiste.
Baptist.
John the Baptist Day.
Yeah.
That's a Quebec holiday.
Yeah.
I think I used to know his sister, Joan Baptiste.
Ba-dum-bum.
That was her married name. She started out as Joan of Arc.
She was an Olympic runner in the UK.
Ah,
Yeah, because our next big one was what, September the 1st, Labor Day.
Yeah.
Don't we have anything in between?
see over here they took all the major holidays that weren't like Christmas or tied to a specific date, and they just made it like the first Monday of each of the month that it was in, the first Monday of this, and the first Monday of that.
In
Because they
Scotland,
wanted everybody to be able to have the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the Monday of the holiday.
yeah. In Scotland, in England, in the UK, we have 8 holidays throughout the year. In Scotland, there are some local holidays, so depending where you are, you can have 12. And because we've got the Boxing Day has always been a holiday, which it isn't in England, and the 2nd of January is also a public holiday, which it isn't in England. But there's 12, and they come in clumps. There'll be 2 in a month, sort of thing. Instead of spreading them around to give them, 1 a month would be you'd think be a sensible thing.
Well, David, I find the 2nd of January an interesting day. It's not a Boxing Day. What would that be? Would that be Sober Up Day or what?
In Scotland, certainly, yeah. Oh yes, it's a big party on the 31st and the 1st and the 2nd.
Well, in the spring here, they don't have much for holidays, but they added the Family Day now. I think it's in what, March or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've got. Yeah, I forget where they are now because it doesn't really mean a lot to me. But it's daft. We don't get a Memorial Day like you do over there. We have a Remembrance Sunday in November, but we don't have Memorial Day. We have a what do they call Armed Forces Day?
Yeah.
As well. But that's not a holiday. That's just it's on a Sunday. The nearest Sunday to the Sunday they decided when it was going to be and that kind of thing.
So it's just an observed day, not an official observed day.
Yeah, there's no holiday for it. We have holidays, public holidays at Easter, Good Friday, Easter Monday are holidays. Christmas Day and Boxing Day are holidays. Sorry, Boxing Day is a holiday in Scotland. I don't think it is in England. 1st and the 2nd are holidays. We have May Day and Whit in May,
Yeah.
It's at the beginning and end of May, and then there's 2 in Scotland in August, early and late August bank holidays.
Well, depending upon what day of the year it is, our May Day is the day you get served your divorce papers.
Really?
Yeah, it's because it's like May Day, May Day.
I was going to go there, Paul, but didn't. I was kind of hoping you weren't going to as well.
Hugh always, every time I do those little quips, Hugh just shakes his head like, "What the hell?"
You guys need better jokes, is all I'm saying. Much love, but geez, you guys, I tell you kill me sometimes.
Oh.
My eyebrows are smoking.
I had a friend failed his music exam, Hugh.
Uh-oh.
Australian friend, he failed his music exam.
Oh, goodness.
So I asked him, did you redo it?
Good
And
one.
his name was Didgery.
Did you?
No.
Didgery redo it.
That you are you trolling us, Paul? I can't tell.
If I've got to explain
I don't
it,
know.
it ruins it. Yeah, it's not that good to start with. Yeah.
I was making just an inference
Okay,
to the
okay.
didgeridoo.
Okay, all right.
Hey, here comes another ship upbound.
I had a friend in high school, and right after high school, he decided to not go to university or college. He said, I'm going to go to Australia. So he did. A couple of years later, I saw him on the streets in Ottawa with a didgeridoo. He's just sitting there playing the one note that the didgeridoo has, right? Dude, this is the most amazing thing ever. That was so funny.
And I don't think those things, if you were to buy one, are cheap, are they?
It's not something I've looked at, to be honest. I wouldn't imagine they were, though.
Because I think I heard at one time somebody mention, it's one of the guys from Australia said, those things are not cheap to buy either.
Probably not.
Somebody's going to be on Google. We'll have a price in a minute.
Yeah, JDS Watch Your Bears. Good one, Kim. Good one.
Roger, did you check your little boxes? Are they checked?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's not good quality.
Yeah,
No.
that's because the boxes are checked.
Yeah.
If you uncheck the boxes and
Yeah.
share it again, let's see the difference. Yeah, much better.
Yeah, but now it jumps.
Can't
Yeah.
tell.
But as far as clarity,
Oh, it's yeah.
I don't know if you can see how much wind we're getting here, but
and that's Roger, it's got to be because of your bandwidth, don't you think?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got no news from them yet lately. I should start flying them all back.
Oh, Neil.
Look what we've
Good one.
started.
Wordplay today, huh? Okay.
yeah.
I get told off for those kind of jokes when the wife's about. Actually, that was
Everybody's channels. Make sure you got them supported.
we were over on the west coast of Scotland once, and there was a unicycle tour of Scotland going on. 3 of them on unicycles.
Dang.
Quite honestly, if I was out driving and I came across a person on the side of the road on a unicycle, I don't know how I would. Very nervous, I would think, to pass them because, they
Oh, these were quite good. They were, you know, they'd obviously had a lot of practice.
Well, you'd be
they were-
looking ahead of them, see if they're going to hit a rut or something, and all of a sudden jut out in front of you. Or,
it was on single track road as well, so we just timed it so they got to a passing place, and they were quite good about pulling into them, and we went
oh,
past.
that's right. You've got like places where it's widens out for passing, right?
Yeah, on the really narrow roads.
Yeah. Well, which, you know, it makes sense because your country has such a longer history that they use the roads that were been there for centuries, right? And just updated and
Yeah, a lot of the time that's what's happened. I mean, when it came to the motorways and that, obviously they were brand new built roads and that, but a lot of what they call the A road system is built on old roads, and you've got things like the A5, the A6, the A1. I presume the A2 and 3 and the A4 as well are all Roman roads.
I was just going to
Yeah.
say
Built-
2,000 years old, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
built over the old Roman roads in some instances,
That's
and
amazing.
you can tell those because they run for miles straight. No,
Yeah.
well, and what I'm amazed at is when you see some of your older homes and structures, they're like right next to the road. I mean, there's no
Oh, yeah.
setback or anything. Or
Good morning, Herman.
Oh,
Herman,
Amazon.
there we go. There's
Hey, good morning, Herman.
Herman, you buying an egg or what?
Oh, didgeridoo.
didgeridoo, yeah.
Did you read
There
it?
you go.
Funny.
Only
no.
$34.50. Wow.
It says I can't get a price. It says there's only one left, but they don't deliver. Scotland.
Amazon choice.
I'm in Scotland, Keith Gregory. But yeah, all those roads I mentioned are mainly in mainly in England. But north of us, you've got the A9 heading up from Inverness, and virtually all of that is, you know, twin track, nice wide road. But all the most of the other roads are narrow, and in a lot of places they are narrow roads with passing places.
Platinum Play 101. I sent you a link this morning if you're up to it. If you're feeling up to it to come on in. If you're too much in pain, I understand.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Do tell.
Oh, you're gonna buy a didgeridoo?
Yeah, I'm going to screen
It's
share.
a didgeridoo, please.
There's the didgeridoo. I can have it by
Oh my God.
Saturday.
Yeah, but why?
Your poor neighbors.
Here's the interesting thing. Frequently bought with the didgeridoo, then an easy to play didgeridoo book, and then, but this is mouthpiece fits didgeridoos, made of 100% beeswax. So you got to have a mouthpiece for the didgeridoo.
Nice. That looks like one of those things you put at the bottom of the toilet bowl before putting the toilet in.
and there it is, how you put it on the end.
All right.
Pull the mouse team out with the didgeridoo.
It looks like something else, but never mind.
Keith Gregory's got a friend from Scotland, just became a U.S. citizen. That's cool.
Well, Hugh, if you ever wanted a didgeridoo, there it is.
Hi, Brokenecks.
I sure don't, buddy. But thanks.
We could have a competition.
I do admit to having an Irish tin whistle that I bought when I was in Ireland.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I bought one when I was over there. $5. And that's the guys that are playing them like Beethoven. That's all they're playing on is a $5 tin whistle. They're amazing.
Yeah, Keith Gregory. I thought about moving to Canada till I saw all about their taxes.
Yeah, it's actually not too bad. In fact, I think you're more heavily taxed in Scotland, in England, than you are in Canada.
No. Well, yes, but that 25% VAT isn't on everything.
Mm. No,
It's
but I
only-
mean income tax as well.
I don't pay a penny in income tax.
Oh, do you not?
No. Like a politician. Oh, he said that.
That broke next. I said that too. It looks like a thing for the toilet seal. Yeah.
I'm calling up my local Scottish MP. This guy, this David dude, you know, you got to look into him, man.
Yeah, I'm retired, Paul, and I don't earn enough to pay tax.
Paul's back.
Yeah. Lindsay pays plenty of tax for me with her overtime and
Now how do they handle it over there? Do you file jointly? Or do you
Well-
have to file separately?
Lindsay is under what we call PAYE, pay as you earn. So her tax is taken off her allowance. We both have tax allowances, which is why I don't pay tax, because I don't earn above my tax allowance.
But it is kept separate.
It is and it isn't.
Okay.
It's quite complex. Yes, the allowances are separate, but we are taxed as a married couple, and we have a lump of allowance now which we can swap between us. And as I don't pay any tax, it's beneficial for the moment to Lindsay to have that little bit of allowance that I don't use to offset her tax a little bit.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Well, Kim, we'll let you try it and you give us the news after.
That sounds like a video, Kim.
I want to watch that. I don't know, but I do.
We'll take the cover off with the septic tanks and we hear the music come from there. How's that?
Yeah, when the guys come up to pump it out,
Jesus Christ.
Kim will be out there with this great big wad of beeswax, putting it around. The guy said, "What are you doing?" "I'm going to play this."
You're gonna what?
Keith Gregory, the only way you can have a firearm in Scotland, you can get shotguns licenses, but you've got to have a damn good reason to get them. I wouldn't get one. I've no criminal record, so it'd work there. I've nothing stopping me apart from the fact I live on a housing estate, and that would disqualify me because you don't really need to hunt rats and pests the way you would say on a farm. So a farmer can own a shotgun, but you can't own a firearm unless you're a member of a gun club, and then the gun has to be kept under lock and key at the gun club in a proper armory.
Is that what because I see all different places, the UK and different places where they have like the little hunt clubs,
Yeah.
and they all got their 12 gauge under their arm and they're out there and
Yeah, that's the gentry, and they're shooting pet birds.
yeah.
You can't now even own a pellet gun, an air pistol, above a certain power, because of the way the laws are. It's UK law, not Scottish law. So pretty much no. You're limited to a knife with a blade no longer than that. That's a 3-inch blade.
Okay.
Unless you can justify it for a given purpose. Like I carry one.
Look at there. Look at there.
That's a Scottish Balak dagger.
I was going to say I carry one like that for gutting fish when I'm fishing.
Or
Yeah.
And of
You
course,
must catch some big fish.
there's the one knife.
Scottish dirt.
There was one knife they can't stop a Scotsman carrying.
Ski and do.
That's the one.
Guy.
Yeah. That's your black knife, your hidden knife. That's a decorative one for wearing with the kilt. Which I keep close by.
Well, you sure wouldn't want to have that unsheathed and sit the wrong way down in your kilt, would you?
Well, it sits down in your sock, traditionally.
Oh, it's in your sock. Okay.
Don't have my ski and do handy, but I do have one.
I'm never far from either that, my little pocket knife, or that, which sits up there.
If the police
So
ever
it's
came in
okay
here
to
on a
have
call,
like the
I'd be in
big
trouble.
chef knives and the kitchen knives in the kitchen,
Yeah, they're fine in the kitchen, but not
just
outside.
not out on the street.
Doesn't stop the kids taking them out on the streets and
Oh,
what have
okay.
you. Yeah. So
So-
handguns are technically banned unless you're in a gun club, and
Yeah.
you can
What
only
about
use them
what
on-
about paintball guns? Do they have those over there?
They have those, but not many people have them as have their own. When they go paintballing, they go to a place which supplies them with the guns and what have you. It wouldn't surprise me if they brought in a ban on water pistols before too long.
Yeah, it's the one thing I would not like about living in Scotland is my I've got so many bladed weapons.
Like, you can own them, you just can't carry them outdoors.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough. I don't really need to carry them outdoors.
Craig's not quite as bad as you, but I think he's got 6 to 8 swords of various kinds in his room, hung up and what have you. But he's allowed to have them, but he can't take them outside.
That's fair enough.
I've got my bow, which I can take outside and use in the woods, etc. But I have to dismantle it, take the string off it before I take it outside. I have to take the arms off as well and put it in a case.
Do you know, before 9/11, I saw a guy get on a plane in Edinburgh to London with a huge two-handed claymore on the plane, carry on.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's only
Yeah,
in
it blew
recent
my
years
mind.
the laws have changed on
Yeah.
blades. Yeah,
this was
Yes.
on an airplane.
because you used to see people around all the time. That dirk that you were showing there,
Yeah,
that's a pinprick compared to some of the things that you used to
yeah.
see people walking
Oh,
around
yeah, for
with,
sure.
on a belt or hanging in Scotland. It's only because the kids were using cheap kitchen knives and stabbing each other that they brought the laws in.
It's crazy. Eh?
Yeah. And yet, I mean, that I wouldn't go away in the motorhome without that. It's useful for all sorts of things.
Of course, yeah.
And I've got my axe for chopping wood is in the motorhome. Not a
And
great
Hugh,
thing.
Hugh always has his Thor's hammer too. Yep.
Well, I've got a 2 kilogram lump hammer which I carry in the van as well.
That'll do the job, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's called the equalizer. I mean,
But here's what gets me. You know, this ban on knives and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Look about automobiles. When you get in behind the wheel of an automobile, that is a freaking lethal weapon.
that is a lethal weapon.
It's a huge lethal weapon.
Yeah, and yet,
And
You-
yet,
if I was to go out in the street now and even using this little knife, stick it in somebody, and kill them, I'd quite rightly be jailed for life.
sure.
And life would probably mean, well, I'd probably die in there. 16 years is about a life sentence these days. So
Yikes.
you don't go life. You don't get life. But if I go and do the same thing and run somebody down with a car, I might get 2 years, 4 years. They're just as dead, but it's not the same thing at all. It's yes,
Probably more mangled.
yeah. It's
Funny,
just stupid, as you say. Probably the most lethal weapon most people have got access to, and yet there seems to be taboo's probably too strong a word, but a thing about them that they're not a weapon. They're a car.
Yeah, Keith wanted to know if guns were illegal, and they are, right?
They are in generally banned, unless, as I said,
Handguns, especially.
unless you're in a gun club.
Well,
Well-
even or as it changed, I remember like the Bobbies and the other police departments, they didn't necessarily all be armed.
They are in general not armed, although you get in more and more instances where we have armed cops. All airport cops are now armed,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
and they're not armed with handguns, semi-automatic
No
machine
kidding.
pistol. Yeah.
Holy shiznit. That's like Hong Kong.
And,
The guards all have semi-automatic machine pistols.
yeah.
Scares the shit out of me when I went there.
You don't see many of them though. You tend to see airport security guards
Yeah.
who aren't armed in general. But when something's happening or there's something sensitive, the police at airports will be armed.
Hmm.
By and large, now we are seeing more and more armed police in this country, and more police being issued with tasers.
Oh, that's sensible. That's a sensible alternative, right?
Yeah.
Now, are they using body cams over there like they do here? Or?
They are in London. I don't think they are. I don't think they are in Scotland as yet.
Okay.
I know they are in London.
Yeah, Broke Necks. Yeah, I would carry a lot of guns there too, Broke Necks.
Well, here in Canada, well, the handguns, you have to have a reason to have them to start with. But one of them is, belonging to a gun club. Now you can take them home and stuff, but you got to have what they call AT&T, which is an authorization to transport.
Yeah. And if you own a big business and you carry a lot of cash, you're allowed to have a carry-on.
Yeah.
You're allowed to carry.
But the thing
besides
that
that-
surprised me in Florida, I was there for 3 months in '85. We were looking at, you're there for so long. We were looking at gun shops. We were looking at this, we were looking at all sorts. And the guy told us, because we were working on the base, we only had to be a Florida resident. I mean, this may have changed now, but because we had a Florida address, we only had to live there 6 weeks and we could buy a gun.
Okay.
If we were going to be there 16 weeks, we could then, the permit we could apply for would allow us to carry a semi-automatic.
Yeah.
Why? What does
Well,
your average Joe on the street need a semi-automatic for? A
Well-
machine pistol, basically.
Yeah, we go buy a handgun here. I'll just say Ottawa. There's a place up there that sells them. You can drive all the way up there, buy the gun, buy the ammunition, but they can't give it to you. They can send it.
LeBaron's?
They can send it to you, Canada Post.
Oh my
No
God,
kidding.
you gotta wait there 3 months.
Is that LeBaron's that you go to, Paul?
Huh?
LeBaron's?
No, Mars Star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I used to like going to LeBaron's. They had a really amazing collection of handguns.
Yeah.
Like small caliber Russian stuff, Czech stuff.
Oh yeah, they got Mars. Hey, yeah.
That's a bigger hangout. Yeah, nice.
I was looking at a Norinco 9mm, but it was just a pain. I have my restricted license, but I don't have a restricted gun.
Ah, okay.
I like to be able to own something.
Yeah.
Not because I want to go around shooting people. It would just be nice to have the security at some of the places we go away to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't go for a handgun. I would actually probably go for a shotgun, because the things you're talking about would be animals rather than people.
Mhm.
And you can scare somebody more with a shotgun than you can with a.
Well, I'm afraid Trudeau's going to take away some of my shotguns now, because I got 2 auto loaders.
Oh, my.
Well, semi-automatics, right? Yeah, one gun's worth about $800.
I can imagine.
I got a Legal Link shot-off pump shotgun.
Yeah, Brokenecks needs to have some serious firepower out where he is. Yeah.
I
'Cause
got
like
a
he said, he's not at the top of the food chain out there.
Browning Auto 5, which is 12 gauge, and I got a Remington semi-automatic, but it's a 20 gauge. But the 20 gauge, I use it for rabbit hunting.
Okay.
All I've got and can take with me is my boat, and to transport it, I've got to dismantle it. So I take it down, go where I'm going, put it together, shoot it, take it
Yeah.
down, bring it back.
I got a couple. Well, I got my 50 caliber black powder plus a crossbow, but I've got 2 older 50 caliber black powder guns, but never use them anymore. They're the old like flint style lock ones.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, no, I still got the double barrel shotgun, which is a Damascus steel wound barrel. Came from England,
wow.
actually.
That would be valuable, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, it was my grandfather's gun. My great grandfather's gun. He was a gameskeeper for the Royals in England.
Cool.
I've got a picture, a big picture, of him standing holding that gun.
Nice.
But my biggest problem, I'm starting to get up. And,
Yeah, that would work.
yeah.
Blind
But my
Neil.
biggest problem is that I got my, I'm getting up there in age. My boy, he doesn't hunt, doesn't have a gun license.
Yeah. What's
But
he
I
gonna
got
do
a
with him when you're
nephew.
gone?
I got a nephew though. I think he's going to get all my guns.
That's what I got to figure out. What do I do with all my swords? My son has no interest in them. And
Yeah.
when I'm gone,
That's what Lynn's going through now. All of her medals and everything from military service and all
Yeah.
that stuff. She's got 3 daughters and none of them, they don't want anything.
Short down, guys. Blind Neil. I don't
Yep.
know the
Yeah,
woods
yeah.
to play without some kind of, but yeah, it's it there. Short necks. Yeah, where you live, you really need that there.
I get a kick out of Chris Hope. He's always got a big one hanging on his hip.
oh, he's in Texas, so isn't he?
Texas. He lives in Texas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think he's 45 caliber or something. Just-
I used to work a lot in Plano, Texas.
Yeah.
And we were allowed to concealed carry inside my office.
Yeah.
I didn't because I didn't have a gun.
yeah.
But my colleagues did. They're packing. They got 9mm and 45s. And like,
Could make for an interesting run-in with the boss.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I believe in, being able to have a gun and everything else, but still, I don't understand people allowed to go into a movie theater and the guy behind you's got a 45 caliber, right?
Yeah.
It just,
The one gun I sold, I wish I had to hang on to, was I sold it to a sheriff deputy up north of me. It was a Colt Python
Oh,
357 with the 3-inch muzzle.
Isn't that like a Dirty Harry gun?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the 6-inch, but this is the 3-inch.
Oh,
So you
so
can-
sexy.
Shoulder holster it or whatever.
You talking to me, punk?
Yeah, nickel plated though. Boy, was it nice.
Yeah, I
you
bet.
got a guy here right across from St. Thomas Airport. He's a instructor for guns. And I tell you, this guy, he's probably down to 100 pounds now. He's so skinny, he's getting ready to pass on. But I'm not kidding you. He trains for Secure Corps, the guys that pick up money at banks and stuff, for handguns and stuff like that. He has so many handguns you would not believe. I no, nothing under 200 handguns. A lot of them don't work. They're all, cowboy guns and stuff like that. But he's got a lot of modern stuff there too. I don't know whatever's going to happen. His wife passed away here about 3 years ago, and he's probably not far behind.
Well, I keep thinking about selling my collection because it's worth a lot of money, and I could buy new drones and stuff, But but I like it hanging on the walls. It looks, I don't know. It's something I've collected for
Yep.
25 years, So it's hard to part with.
Well, when you collect things, and I find that even with drones, they become part of you.
Exactly, they're extensions. of you.
It's hard to part with part of you.
Yep. But when I'm dead, they can do whatever they want, and I won't
Hey,
care.
Carpenter Rick, how you doing?
Hey, Carpenter Rick. All right.
I just got a letter that Bell Mobility, there's a class action suit against them.
Oh,
So I'm very happy
for
about
what?
that.
What's the? Is it for overcharging or something?
For the people's privacy, they sold privacy to some.
They sell
Oh.
names and addresses.
Yeah, it says that the class action alleges that Bell Mobility breached some Bell Mobility and Virgin Mobile Canada customers' privacy rights by using their personal information without consent for purpose of marketing.
Yep. So that's why you're getting the marketing phone calls.
Yeah, well, this is for 2013 and 2015.
Well, usually if you read
And you
down to that,
remember- I can't even remember if I had a phone in 2013 from them. You know what I mean?
Well, and the other thing, Roger, is sometime in there, and most of the cases I get that kind of a letter, it
Yeah.
says, you're entitled to $2.15. Please sign and return. What the hell?
Yeah.
You get like $10 or something.
Yeah.
Well, they had one here for Canada Bread or something, or the grocery stores upping the price too much or something.
Yeah.
Oh, they were colluding. The
Yeah.
three big producers. Yeah, I remember that.
They got hit hard here in Quebec about that.
But even if you're only getting $2 or $3, the point is it financially punishes those companies. So
Yeah.
take the money because, it's teaching
Yeah.
them a lesson that it costs money to do bad
Got
things.
it right back.
And I even got a check this morning from our medical board.
Nice.
They overcharged me. Now I'm 65 years old. I'm supposed to pay $93 a month. And since I turned 65, now my pills are at $53 a month. So they overcharged me. And they sent me a check this morning.
Time to order that Mavic Air 2.
Oh, parcel. Hey, Off Axis, how you doing? Good morning.
What you
Hi,
got, Paul
Patsy.
Hodges? What's going on there? Ooh, yeah, let's get into that. I like spending somebody else's money. Let's see what you got. Oh, did you get those screen protectors?
Not yet.
No. Oh, I mean the other Paul.
Oh,
That's almost what it looked like.
mine are supposed to be here today too. So
Okay. What are you putting yours on? Your tablets?
yeah, on my my iPad Airs
Right, for flying.
for flying.
Ah,
You're on camera.
That's funny. I got a parcel too. Let me go grab it.
What
I
happened?
haven't even
You
need to
didn't get
check
into
the
this
mail.
bunk, did you? Oh, she smells almost a little skunky, Roger.
Oh, yeah?
And she came in and laid down right next to me, like she came running in from outside.
Oh, no, not again. Not again.
But she's not. Who you out there tussling with?
Now that she went and used the balcony.
No, I got it all blocked off.
More
She probably went and
parcels.
rubbed herself in the grass.
No, I guess she's all right.
No, that she rubbed herself in the grass like the other day. You know where she went?
Could have rolled, yeah.
Oh, big box.
It's for my son. I can't open it.
Yeah. Oh, Paul has a big box.
I like your shirt, Paul. That's cool.
Well, thank you, Hugh.
You're welcome, Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. more.
Free Chinese there, possibly.
A big box like that for a what? Oh, I thought it was a camera.
Oh, looks like could it be an Air 2?
No, it's a camera.
Oh, a camera.
Yeah, my buddy wanted one just like mine.
I'm with you off axis. Say you thought it was for him.
No, I know, but that's rude.
Open it carefully, then you can seal it up again.
No. My wife got a letter from her grandmother this morning that was wide open, that somebody had cut the end off the envelope and opened it up.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's a camera like mine. Yeah, okay.
Security camera, right on.
Yeah, a friend wanted one just like mine, so I'll text him, tell him it's here.
Mhm.
Mhm. And but smile, you're on camera.
How much you pay for those ones?
For the signs,
Yeah,
$18 for two of them. It was a two pack, eh?
yeah, okay,
And they're really reflective too, eh?
okay.
And what are you gonna do with them?
Well, I'm gonna put one on where you come up my steps to the porch, and the other one on my shed.
Okay,
Yeah, because we're having a lot of break-ins around here, so
gotcha. That's a good idea.
just a little deterrent. 18
I got-
bucks.
I got little stickers in the windows of all my doors and near places where there's windows that
Yeah,
says, this place is monitored by video 24/7.
okay.
Not quite as bold as those.
I would have
I'm not-
thought something more subtle, like "Smile, you're in my gun sight."
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see this, but there's no air left in these things. The dogs go ballistic over them.
Oh, really?
Now they're chewing on the box. They think they're getting a new toy.
Yeah.
Oh, good one.
Reddit.
Access.
I don't have a dog. That's good.
Cup of tea time. Back in a tick.
Okay, no
What the
problem.
heck? How'd
It's
my
actually a good
phone-
idea. I think we'll get some coffee. I'll be right back.
Oh. Well, I don't think my phone charged last night. It did. It was working this morning. That's weird. I charged it all night. I thought I did. Huh. Oh well.
Beware, owner's bite is worse than the dog's bark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so far, where I live, there's somebody here 24/7. So.
Yeah.
But we have no problems with the people coming on the property here.
We've had so much problems around here. It
Yeah.
just, I got hit a couple times. Just they're
Yeah.
just going for changing the vehicles and stuff. But
Yeah.
now they're starting to hit people's sheds, people missing chainsaws, leaf blowers, all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Stuff they can carry.
Yeah. I'm doing good there off axes. Yeah. Yeah. Doing good. Doing good. They're finally done the lawn blind nail. Yeah. Holy hell, that wind's really strong today.
Yeah, we had that down here, eh?
Okay.
Yeah, there was. Me and my wife went and went down to the beach down there, and man, oh man, I couldn't believe it. It's like 6-foot waves down there. They're so windy. My dogs are playing tug of war with the box. Got everybody take off here or what?
Yeah, that one make coffee.
I'm just about due for Tim Hortons shortly.
Well, I'll be going there this afternoon.
Well, maybe I'll scoot over to get some battery here on my phone there, and I'll scoot over to my buddy and drop the phone off. Maybe have a coffee with him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll drop his camera off, and then I got to go put a sign up, I guess. So no rush.
I mean, I just gotta go drop some papers off today and then come back home.
Mia is so persnickety. I put food in her dish for her. She gets a cup in the morning, cup at night. And she was bugging me because I forgot to dice up 2 bacon strips, cooked bacon strips, diced them up and put them in there with it.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So now she's down there chewing it up, chowing.
You know,
I
back,
know she's
We have this canned food for her with sauce and everything in it, beef or chicken or whatever. We'll put that in her plate. We'll put it down and she'll look at us. Then she won't eat. She'll go back and lay down. She won't eat. If we eat at the same time as her. So we have to put some of our food in her dish, then she'll go and eat it all. That's how she is.
they're spoiled.
Yeah.
Oh. no kidding.
They know what they want.
Yeah.
David's back.
Yep. Checked the mail while I was making the tea. Oh, they've left me his bills, so
Okay.
send them back.
So send them back. Yeah. So if we don't put any of our food, we don't have any food left on our plates. What we do is we put cheese. Then she'll eat the plate completely again. So.
Well, you know what I have found is I have in the refrigerator, you know, where you buy the little jars of like, you can either buy chicken gravy or beef gravy.
Yeah.
And I take a little bit of that and drizzle it on top of it, but she just chows it down then.
No, she won't do that.
Yeah.
We tried that. She won't do that. Hey guys, I'll be right back there. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, our place there, they got dry food available all the time, and water, of course. But we eat supper. Then after we're done supper, they get their wet food.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nectar of the gods. Now the Scots call whiskey Ushkabea, right?
Uh-huh.
Water of life.
Water of life.
Oh, those are metal. I didn't realize those were metal.
You're on
I
the
thought
whiskey
they were
there.
vinyl.
I suggest coffee should be.
Yeah, Paul, you're muted, but that's okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, they are metal, and they're pre-drilled too. 4 holes in them.
Yeah, I saw that.
Have you ever tried the Norwegian water of life?
I really don't like hard liquor at all.
You certainly won't like the Norwegian version of water of life.
Probably not. Yeah, I don't even drink it. I can't even drink good whiskey.
It's awful stuff.
Let's just say that I abused it as a younger man, and now I just yeah.
I only drink good whiskey these days.
Yeah.
I don't drink an awful lot of it. In fact, I haven't had a whiskey since COVID started. That's how good I am.
I can trace it all back to one night. I mixed scotch and root beer, and it was not good. It was really not good.
Scotch and root beer.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. It was so bad.
I stick with the scotch and blame it on
I
the
know.
root beer.
It was late one night. We were partying, and oh yeah.
The worst hangover I've ever had was I was duty driver one night when not long after they'd started bringing out alcohol-free beer. So I was drinking alcohol-free beer, and it was great because it tasted quite good, etc., etc.
Yeah, why not?
But whatever gives you the hangover, they hadn't taken out with the alcohol.
Really?
I was awful
interesting.
the next day. Yeah.
Because I thought it would be the alcohol and dehydration that would give you the
It's
hangover.
the dehydration, yeah. Well, there's a diuretic in there somewhere. That isn't just the alcohol, obviously. Because I was I was awful the next day. I really was, and everybody
what
was
I thought?
taking the neck.
That when I just before I moved to the States, I was actually down there on a vacation with my wife on the motorcycle, and we discovered this thing called Water Joe. So Joe is an old American slang term for coffee back in the 50s and 30s and whatnot. Anyway, Water Joe, it was basically caffeinated bottles of water. And I started buying these, and they were amazing. But unfortunately, it didn't last very long because I never saw them when we moved down.
Can't imagine somebody pumping caffeine into water.
It was great. But if you wanted a bit of an up without having the coffee, like the hotness of it, whatever.
Yeah.
the
Then I
nice-
suppose that's really what a Red Bull, isn't it? Caffeine, sugar, and water with some fizz put in it.
It is. But I like the purity of just the water and the
Water,
caffeine.
yeah.
It was just, hydration without all the sugars and garbage
Yeah.
and junk. Plus, you got a bit of a boost. Water Joe, yeah, it didn't last long.
It's a new one on me, but then a lot of America is new to me.
Oh my God, I
But
think it
they,
still exists.
If you ever saw the movie, what is it? The one where they take the train up to the North Pole. It's a cartoon type
Yep.
movie, new one.
Yep.
Polar Express.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's-
Polar Express, yep.
The guy that's on the train, the bum, he says, "Hey, you want a cup of Joe?"
Here
Yeah.
here's
Referring
Water
to
Joe.
coffee.
I guess they still have it. The brand still exists, but I've just never seen it anymore.
buy it online.
Yeah. And apparently you can get Joe, store locator. There you go.
You know what that bottle looks like.
What's that?
Just it's gone from my.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
There's on one of the pages, or on the starting page when it first came up, there was a bottle. Looked
Yeah.
a bit like an Iron Brew bottle.
Yeah, it kind of does. Does the colors anyway? Yeah.
Colours, yeah.
Do you know that I've never had an Iron Brew?
Really?
I just never did. I don't know why. It's one of those things I skipped for some reason.
Well, they've changed the recipe now, and it's not as good.
Oh, that's too bad.
But they made a killing earlier this year. They brought out a special edition original recipe, and they were selling basically what's a 50 cents bottle
So
for
what does it
£3 or £4.
taste like? Give us an example of what it tastes like. Is there something similar that you ever had?
Yeah, it tastes just like Iron Brew.
No, but it's not like a Coca-Cola or a root beer or ginger
No.
ale or there's
No, it's not like any of those.
really okay.
It's like Iron Brew, and it's really good at sorting out a hangover.
It's got an orange color to it,
Yeah, really orange.
so there's no orange flavor.
That's the rust off the iron they make it out of.
Mm.
Made from girders. My lad's the expert on it. It's a secret recipe like Coca-Cola.
I'll have to see if I can get a bottle somewhere imported here.
Well, I know from a couple that live out there that you've got Scottish shops.
I just found one. It's called A Bit of Home, and I can buy Iron Brew for $1.79 a can.
You can get it diet or full sugar.
Ooh, full sugar, please. Yeah, don't mess around.
With the full sugar tastes better.
Yeah.
Tastes more like Iron Brew.
Can I get hobnobs at this shop too? Let's see. Oh, Nairn's oatcakes. Oh, Walker's crisps.
Yeah, that's England. They don't make Walker.
I
That's
know,
not
I know, but that's
Scottish,
okay.
it's England.
That's fine.
They make them in Leicester.
Oh.
Hey guys, I'll be closing down pretty soon.
All right, bud.
Okay.
I got some errands to do, and Gotta get things ready for my son when he gets here, so.
I mean, you can buy curry flavored crisps. Where else can you buy those?
What are you laughing at, Paul?
I was on mute and I says, what time are you on again tonight?
No, I'm not on tonight.
Anyway, what I would encourage everybody, if you go somewhere else, please mention that GoFundMe for the drone pilot down in Louisiana. We need to get that overturned and tossed out or whatever it takes, because bad things get spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's certainly full of sugar. The full fat one, but no, it's there's not even a hint of cream soda about it. Cream soda is the devil's work. It's awful stuff.
I love cream soda. Okay, crisps. Oh, I like this shop. A bit of home. That's my new favorite shop. Oh my god.
Oh, I think we've just found Hugh's Amazon.
Oh, you've turned them. Okay, cool.
Oh, don't forget everybody tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got night trains on. After that, you got a bunch of other people on there. After that, the live streams. So y'all take care. See us all tomorrow morning.
Yep. Have a good one, guys.
Hi, everybody.
Take care, everyone.
Bonsoir, mes
Don't
amis.
forget to spread the word.
Top Shop Pink Cream Soda. There you go, Brian Neal. Okay, everybody, take care.